this video, I'll show you how to use form notification using JavaScript in a Power Apps model driven app. Now, just to give you a context, I have created a model driven app named as World Airlines Management System. I have list of airlines, aircraft model, destination cities, and whole bunch of tables listed over here. So take for example, if you are going into say one of the cities, okay, so if I go to Abu Dhabi, okay, now in this form, basically if I want to show some notification, okay, how do I show that notification? Now there can be multiple notification which I want to show to the user, like it can be an error, it can be a warning, or it can be some information. Like information can be related to how to fill up a form, or the warning maybe if your data you have written is something incorrect, like say Abu Dhabi is showing as Australian dollar, now it should be not Australian dollar but UAE dirhams. Okay, then it will show you some warning or maybe a complete error of that nature. Okay, so how do we go ahead and do that using JavaScript? Now for that we are going to write a simple JavaScript. I have already created a web resource named as tab code, which is of type JS, no code in it. Now I'm going to hook this JS to the information form. So once this destination city form loads up, I'm going to add this as a part of the event handler. Now let's go ahead and write this piece of code. So it's a simple code. So first we will just call this as function, and I'll call this demo notification. So function demo notification. Now here you need to pass the execution context. So this is the function demo notification. Now this is going to display some notification to the end user. So I'll just call this as, so let's take a form context. So where form context equal to execution context dot get form context. So this is the first line of code which we are going to write. Now rest is simple. There is a simple method which will allow you to write that notification. So form context dot UI dot set form notification, and here you can specify the title of the uh, of that particular message. Okay, now the title would be, you can just say the currency name doesn't match the country code. Okay, so this is just like one notification you are providing it to the user. Now what kind of notification it is? Okay, so I will say this is something called of a warning. Okay, so I need to put all this thing in capital letters. Okay, so I'll just say it's a warning. And now I will give some, it's an identifier. Okay, so this is like a string, but this is an identifier which will allow you to clear this notification in the future. So I will just call it as warning, currency 001. Okay, I can put any number, any name over here, warning currency 001. It can be warning currency 002 or anything. Okay, so this is a simple code. What we are doing over here, we are just setting the title. So this is the title, which is the warning message. We are specifying that this is a warning. Now it can be an error, it can be an information. I'll just show you just one example over here, and then we will just first run this, and then we'll go on to the other types. So let me save this record. So I'll just copy this, go to the tab code, the web resource which we have created, save this, publish this, and hook this method tab code with the form. So the name of the function is demo notification. So event handler, I've already attached the library. Just paste the function name, pass execution context as the first parameter, save and publish. So what should happen is if someone goes into a specific city, and then if the condition doesn't matches, then you display that message. Now in our case it will be displayed for all the cities because we haven't put an if condition or a switch condition, but the use cases like you can use it for such scenarios. So if you go into one of the record, it will give you that notification. It says the currency name doesn't match the country code. Okay, for this example, yeah, it makes sense, right? So, and this is how the warning message would be displayed. Now remember, this warning message is like excluding the menu item, so it starts from this particular area. Okay, so if you just minimize this, you will see the warning message over here, right? The currency name doesn't match the country code, and this is how you display that form notification. So this is of type warning, and that's why it is giving you in that amber color. Let's write some more code. Here we will go ahead and write one more code. So form context dot ui dot set form notification, and I will just write in welcome to the airlines management app. So this is a simple text, and instead of warning, now I will just say this is information. So I'll just type in as info, and again we need to type in some code. I will just say welcome, or maybe just say info welcome 001 or 005. Okay, let me put it as 5. Okay, so this is like a an information message. Put a semicolon. Similarly, we can even show an error message. Form context.ui.set form notification. And I'll say so I'll just put some error message runway closure on 7/11/2025, and then put a some number. Okay, and then I just need to specify error. So this is of type error, and the code. The code is basically you can put anything. I'll just say error uh, closure 076 or something like that. Okay, remember this code is important for us to remove that notification. Okay, so I'll just copy this code, go to my JS. So JS is here, tag code, override this JS, save, publish. So I'm now publishing this information, and now if you go into the city, you should see three notifications, uh, because now we have written three notification. But let's see what happens. Okay, so if I go to Canberra, now you have three notification. Now if I go over here, you see the currency name does not match the country code, which is of type warning. Then we have an information, welcome to the airlines management app, and then we have runway closure on 7/11/2025. Now if I go again back to Abu Dhabi, here you will see again three notification, and if you go into any other city, you will again see three notification. This is how you expand the notification and you see all this information, right? So this is how you can write this notification. Now I've shown you like three different type of notification. Now you can put your if conditions around in your JS and then get all these things sorted. Okay, now in my next example, I'll show you how to remove that notification. Now what is the issue with this notification is, if you go into any of the record, this notification will persist as long as you have opened this form and kept it open for some period of time. So this notification will never disappear. You need to make this notification disappear after some changes. So take for example, if I go into say one of the city. Okay, so if I go to Abu Dhabi and I can see that, oh, Abu Dhabi is an Australian dollar, and that's why it has given me this notification, the currency name does not match the country code. So what I can do, if I change this to UAE dirhams, okay, then this notification should disappear. Okay, that is also quite possible. So the moment you if you change that to some value, then that notification will disappear. So that can also be done. But the goal of this exercise is to just make you aware about how to use the form notification to set those information like warning, error, and information and present it to a user in a readable format. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching.